Hey guys, it's Vince. Today in this video, we are going to be continuing with the series we started last week, which covered EPR and product selection for the guys just building their CNC business. And once again, I highly recommend if you're just joining me to watch that video first to get you on the right track. And always remember that military saying, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. There's a lot of truth to that. Now, marketing is a huge elephant in the room when it comes to business and the success of your business. We're going to be covering a lot. I want you guys to get out your paper, ready to take notes. And if you're really serious, once again, less than 1% watch these videos all the way to the end. You're going to learn a lot. I hope you use what you learn. Let's get started. Okay, you remember this gentleman from the previous video where I started the series on EPR. Now I'm just going to point out some details that many of you may or may not have seen.
The number one question I get asked is, what do I make on my CNC to sell?
Well, let's take a look. We'll scroll down and you guys can see that it's interesting. If he is so successful selling products that he makes with his CNC, why aren't there any links to these products? Interesting question, isn't it? Then you can see we have a financial disclaimer right at the bottom where it says not financial advice. Interesting. Regardless of anything to the contrary, nothing available on or through this website should be understood as a recommendation that you should not consult with a financial professional to address your particular information. I agree with that. But if you're really going to put this kind of financial disclaimer in, why not just stop promoting what you claim sells and then not link the links to these actual products, which makes no logical sense. And I'm sure many of you are picking up what I'm putting down. Now he's interviewing Ryan. Let's see what he has to say.
Wednesday at 2 o'clock, I make sure that I do a Facebook post, let's say, or an Instagram post. And I schedule that because I'm a very forgetful person. And so I make sure that, hey, Wednesdays are my social media days.
Forgetful person? Now, Ryan, I got to call bullshit on that. See, I think what it is when you have a staff of 40, you're running 3 companies, you're just a busy guy. I mean, this is just your shipping area right here. This little excerpt of this video that came from the master video I put in my EPR video last week. You guys should go back and check that out if you haven't seen Ryan's full operation. The bottom line is this, guys. Whoever you listen to when it comes to marketing, whether it be our friend over there who's telling you he's got a disclaimer on the information he provides, or this gentleman who is a validated seller, but at a much larger scale than anyone starting out, you have to differentiate the bullshit. And when I say the bullshit, I'm talking about what works for them is not going to work for someone just starting out, especially someone starting out with so much competition, because a decade ago when Ryan decided to start doing his projects, there wasn't near the competition there is today. Ask me how I know that. Right. So looking at that and thinking about what I just said, we need a different operational strategy. So by now, you guys should all realize the importance of social media. I mean, hell, you're on my channel, you're reviewing videos, you're probably searching YouTube for endless sources of information. It's time to realize what it will do for your business. And I'm not just talking about YouTube, I'm talking about social media in general. Right here, of course, is a tutorial that's very popular on how to create your own YouTube channel. Now, of course, you have that option to go and do that. But I'm talking about somebody who wants to hit the ground running and actually get his product to market as fast as possible. And once again, I'm not talking about somebody who is broke. And when I say that, I mean that. If you only have enough money to invest in your CNC production robot, then guess what? Keep saving. And why I say that, if you're serious about taking this and making this your particular career, then you have to have an investment budget to go towards your marketing strategy. The marketing is the second half of any strong business model. Why? Because no one knows who the hell you are. No one knows what you're selling. And unless you have mass validation by either being a celebrity endorsement or validation by a large company, no one is going to put your product to the forefront to make you money. That's the bullshit that a lot of these affiliate marketers want you to believe, that you could just go on there and you're going to keep marketing and you keep posting. Guess what, guys? It isn't that easy because you have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people doing the same thing. So now that we know we need a marketing budget, how much in that budget? I recommend starting with at least $500. Why do I say $500? Because the goal is never to hit $500. It's to stay underneath it just enough to get your product in the right eyes so that once again we start encompassing some sales. But that being said, you need at least $500 as a cushion so that we can start from ground zero, get the marketing strategy up, and then you have another elephant in the room, and that's going to be keeping up with orders. Because see, remember, we can climb that ladder, but the faster we climb the ladder of success, and success when those sales start coming in, is not dictated by completing the sale in the sense that somebody gave you the money for your product. It's the sense that they receive your product and are happy with it. Big difference. All this other bullshit where guys are claiming that, hey, I've made these products and I'm selling them, that's great. Did the client keep the product? Did they give you returns? Are they dealing with shipping issues? We don't know. We're going to cover all this. But first, you're ready to make your first investment in your business towards marketing. And what you're going to invest in is freelancing. And when I say freelancing, I'm talking about people selling services that are professionals that only focus on the task at hand that you need done. Now, the beauty of hiring a freelancer, if you understand the concept, is just like myself as an engineer, I don't work for a company, which means you do not have to pay the overhead of what the company would charge on top of paying me. That's the beauty of hiring a freelancer, in that they provide the service directly to you. Now, of course, we have to go through a site that actually houses these freelancers, but rest assured, you are still going to be well within budget to get the job done, to get the marketing done for your product, get your store built, and let's get that product out there so it can be seen. All right, guys, so to get the ball rolling, you're going to go into your browser, and we're going to copy right into there Fiverr.com. Now, there's a reason I've picked Fiverr. There is Upwork. There's a lot of different service sites for freelancing. But once again, I use Fiverr, and there's a reason I do, and I think you're going to see the logic behind it. And that being said, I'm making a disclaimer, something you're not used to hearing on YouTube, and that is that, yes, I am an affiliate with Fiverr, and the reason I am is because I feel the value I'm providing you in this video, if you do it from start to finish, using the first video on EPR and then using Fiverr, you have got one hell of a business model starting to make you money. And therefore, this is costing you nothing, and the only one who pays me is Fiverr. So to me, that's the way affiliate marketing should be done, in that I provide you value and I get value back by hopefully having you sign up under me, so that once again, I get reimbursed by them, not you, and we get you started with what you need done. So once again, we're going to go to Fiverr site, and you can see how this is set up. Now, what I want to make very clear starting right from the get-go is, before you spend any money, I want you to know that your money is protected. And this is something that I cannot tell you enough about, and I'm going to cut over now and show you the exact reason I use Fiverr. Now, the reason I've selected Fiverr over the other mass amounts of freelance networks, including Upwork and all the ones claiming to be bigger and better, is because after testing them, I realized that Fiverr offers what you see on your screen here direct from their website. I'm not saying this. A 14-day money-back guarantee on any of their pro services. Now, why are their pro services so expensive? Many of you may not know that. I cut through the bullshit and I tell the truth. The reason their services are expensive that are pro-related are because of the fact those are vetted people to actually perform in the category that they claim they have the skills in. Think about that. Remember the days when you used to hire someone, if you're a business owner, and that person gives you a resume and actually the resume was real? How many people turn in paperwork that's not even real anymore? And then you see him in his office, or whoever you hire, they don't know shit. I've seen it. You've seen it. So think about what that guarantee is worth, and think of this. What does that mean for you? If you're a business owner and you're saying that you've got a guarantee that if I say I can produce something, I better be able to do it, I'm going to get my money back, that means you have nothing to lose. that means you would be completely ignorant not to follow through with at least a test. Hell, what's that going to cost you? A little time? Right now, it's the best time you can spend because it's not yours, it's theirs. Think about what I'm saying. Once again, less than 1% follow through this whole video. What I'm telling you right here is straight logic, no bullshit. I'm looking dead at the camera. It may not be the best, but I'm telling you the truth. And the facts of the matter are, if you leverage off of these people, you will pay more, but you will get what you pay for or you pay nothing. Now that means you don't have to learn how to build a YouTube channel. You don't have to deal with the marketing of the YouTube channel. You don't have to deal with search engine optimization, also known as SEO, which can take between 6 months to a year if you plan on becoming at all competent to compete with your competition. Fact. Think about what I'm telling you. Because believe you me, I've been in your place. The difference is I'm saving you all the bullshit. Right? So it's time to go shopping, and I'm going to put the links to the selected freelancers that I've picked for you. Number one, to stay within budget, and number two, that give you the biggest bang for your buck, because I've already done the research. If you want to take your time and go through Fiverr, please, by all means, do so. But I'm telling you right now, I think this is the perfect stepping stone to get that business making you money. First and foremost, what we see here is we have the gentleman's name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I cannot. However, rest assured that he is a Fiverr Pro. You can see the symbol right here. And once again, when we see that blue border with the check mark inside of it and you scroll down, it says this service is offered by a pro freelancer. And once again, guaranteed satisfaction. Now, you can do a basic or you can do a standard. And I recommend to go to the standard. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, when I started my eBay store, and that's just the store that I prefer. If you want to do Amazon, that's fine. I'm not a big Amazon fan because we get a lot of false reviews and whatnot. Shopify is also good. That's a new one. eBay has been around forever, and they also have their own internal marketing. I've stayed with them for years. And as long as you follow best practice, you're going to be very happy. That being said, this listing offers 5 SEO optimized product listings. I'll create new or fix existing listing, variation, update, either parent/child or single product. Why did I select this? Because 5 products is enough for you to begin with. Number one, if they're optimized, when I started eBay and most people start stores, they don't even know what the hell optimized means. SEO optimized means he does all the footwork to make sure you're going to get traction immediately. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you scroll down, you can see exactly what he'll be working on. Competitor research, HTML title, SEO keywords to put your product where it should be in optimized research done so that it pops up when searches are performed. SEO keyword research. Matter of fact, if you leave your icon on here, you can see exactly what each of these are going to do. Titles included per product, bullet point included, words included, revisions. He's giving you one revision, meaning if you don't like a product that you've already done the research on, he'll let you go through it. I recommend going through all 5 of them, and then if you do have any revisions, cover it then so you're not wasting the freelancer's time. Their time is as valuable as yours. But I'm telling you right now, for getting your store started, this is going to be the biggest bang for your buck. You've got 5 products that you can list. It doesn't sound like a lot, but believe you me, it will add up quickly. If you get 5 quality products, once again, following EPR, you will be able to start generating an income, and all of the work is done right out of the gate. So let's move on now to our next freelancer. Okay, this right here is our next freelancer, and you can see I will create and set up your YouTube channel professionally. Now, once again, Fiverr Pro, you can see his reviews. He's top rated, guaranteed satisfaction. And I do not recommend the basic. I don't recommend the standard. I would go with the premium. Why? He's giving you the standard package plus profile picture and banner design, social media links, and special optimization. Now, guys, the bottom line is YouTube is connected with Google. That means that when anyone searches for your product, you're going to be coming up first. If you have your SEO done and if your channel is set up properly. Now, thinking about that, You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to do any homework. This gentleman is going to guide you through getting your channel fully set up with a profile picture, with banner design, so that the marketing will begin. And what else I've tried to do is give you guys another stream of income. Because if you think about what I'm telling you, not only will you have eBay or whatever storefront you decide to go with, you will also be making money from YouTube, because the more content you create and the more views you get, you will be monetized eventually and be paid by Google. That gives you 2 streams of income. Millionaires typically have 7. So I've already given you 2, and we've done it for under $500. Think about what I'm telling you. This is massive. If we scroll down, we can look at what his package includes. We'll just keep going. And you're going with the premium package. So once again, creation, setup, and optimization of your channel. You got page setup, profile image cover, website integration. That's beautiful too. So when you do decide, or if you do decide to go with a website, I personally don't like websites, but that's totally up to you. If you decide to go with it, he will work with you on that as well. And I can also tell you that most of these freelancers will work with you. If you're not going to take that feature, you can either come back at a later time, or they'll give you something else in lieu of that. But either way, once again, a direct Fiverr Pro, so that you know you're getting your channel set up correctly right out of the gate, and you have that marketing done for you. So now what you're going to do, and this is something I know this gentleman will help you with, is you will be able to cross-link your products from YouTube directly in terms of going back to your eBay store, so that you've essentially created what's known as a sales funnel. And with that sales funnel, what you're doing is putting a product link on, showing people your actual products, showing them why you've created them. You could even show you doing it if that's what you prefer to do. And then once they've seen the product, they see that they have a use for it or they're interested, they can then click the link in your video description, and it backlinks them directly to your eBay store for purchase. So again, very, very simple to do, and all of this is going to be done for you. Let's continue. Okay, so for our third gig, we are looking at, I will do organic YouTube video promotion using Google Ads. Super, super powerful if you understand what's being done. Now, just to give you a low and dirty breakdown of Google Ads, these gentlemen will go through and basically market different keywords to get your product basically in front of an audience that is interested. That is their goal. And they do that by promoting your YouTube videos. Ask me how I know this works. I do it myself. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you do it correctly using validated professionals, once again, everyone I've selected in this package for under $500 is pro-selected by Fiverr to be exactly what they claim to be. So once again, this is something you have to see and test to really understand the gravity of what's going on. And like I said to you, you have no money at risk because you have guaranteed satisfaction on all 3 of these gigs. And what is he doing? And I would stay with the basic one as far as the basic package, the silver one. Do organic YouTube video promotion to reach out to about 15,000 niche target audience size. So he's going to filter out what your video is about. He will then go in and he will stay with Google Ads and market your videos for whatever products you've created using the EPR video that I've done last week. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you utilize this package, and I cannot emphasize this enough, I keep saying it, less than 1%, much less, probably like 0.2, 0.3% actually watch these videos all the way to the end. Less than that 0.3% will actually follow through. They'll either say that they don't have money, they don't have time. The bottom line is that one person that follows through, I would love to hear what your results are. And I'd love to see exactly what you do, because I'm telling you right now, This is super interesting, it's super powerful, and this is a no bullshit way to guarantee that you get your business going. Again, I'm not going to sell you on the other crap that all these other YouTube marketers are doing and telling you buy my course and all that. It's all bullshit. The bottom line is I make enough money that I don't care to give this information away. I practice exactly what I'm telling you here. And once again, if we scroll down, you can see exactly what this gig provides, and you can buy different actual packages. So your marketing is there. If you wanted to, and this is something that many of you may or may not know, you can also market your channel directly through YouTube. They offer that as well. Typically, they will not use Google Ads. I prefer Google Ads. They're both interchangeable, but you guys will decide which way you want to go. So here is now the best part. I told you to allocate a $500 budget. For all three of these gigs, the only amount you're at is $435. So think about what we're talking about. You can just focus on finding that EPR product that you want to begin with, or the 5 of them that you want to begin with, and then let these gentlemen go to work. And all you do is manage everything online. Now, as far as signing up, it could not be easier. I mean, if I have to tell you how to sign in or sign up to Fiverr, then essentially, I don't think you should be running a CNC production robot. That's my own personal opinion. But this is a very, very basic site. And I would not suggest you stop there. Once you get the business going, you start making revenue, that's when you start looking at, well, okay, if I advertise this much, how much do I make? And then you start looking at ROAS. Write that down. ROAS stands for return on ad spend. What is return on ad spend? Real simple. If I pay this guy to advertise for me, how much am I making in profit? And then here's the other simple thing. If I make more in profit than what I'm paying to advertise, guess what? You do it bigger. It's called scaling. And then when you go from that level, you decide where you want to stop. Now remember, there is one thing to consider, and many end users do not consider this. Remember that ladder of success? You realize that in that image, the higher you go, the farther you'll fall if a mistake is made. And that could be by painting yourself in a corner with too much work. Crawl before you walk. Make enough money to where you see the potential and grow slowly. Don't take on excess expense. Don't make stupid purchases. Don't go out and buy a Ferrari. Do yourself a favor. Invest the money properly. Invest the money in more advertising after you've set that infrastructure up properly. That's the difference. That's why most businesses fail. They're all out there trying to tell you how they market and how they do things. This is guaranteed to work if you follow through with it. You will see some effect, and an effect in your pocket in a positive format. If you do your homework and work with these gentlemen, I guarantee you will get the effect you want. And the main thing is, and I cannot emphasize this enough, your money is protected. Now, I'm not going to go into full depth on Fiverr as far as what services are offered. Like I said, I hope you do your homework and go on here and check out all the different services. Now, I have selected for you to work with the pro level Fiverr freelancers, and the reason I have, once again, I'll state it again, is that they're guaranteed to work because they're vetted. If you go in their standard catalog and just pick some freelancer, you might get great results. You might not. They're not at the level of being vetted. I want to take the guesswork out. Once again, I'm looking at the people that are serious. The people that are complaining about the price of eggs because they can't keep up with inflation. The people that are sitting there and bitching about the fact that, hey, I've got a robot, but I can't figure out what to do because these hobby sellers are trying to outbid me on everything. If you're serious, stop pissing your money away on Starbucks and invest where you should. And this is where you should, okay? Don't worry about dumb shit. Worry about doing what's right and make the right choice. Because in the end, most of you realize, or should realize, no one talking on YouTube, myself included, have ever seen anyone put this simple of a package together. It does not get any easier than this. I've picked out the freelancers, I've picked out the guarantees, they're validated. All you have to do is purchase it and see what happens. The only thing is up to you is selecting the product. And if the other gentleman is going to do market research, you'll have all of the information you require. All right, guys, you can see the clock. It's 7:30, just getting done with working out. 5 kilometers on cardio. Now we're going home, and then we run the rest of our day with our business, and that's exactly what we want to do, and that's exactly what all of you should be doing. Put your health before wealth. Do it every day, and now you guys have the tools to do what you need. That is the most simple business package you will ever see online with no bullshit, okay? I'm not going to punch in a clock, I'm going home, and unless you want to be like Ryan and worry about having 40 people you have to worry about every day showing up for work, doing what they need to do, I would rather manage a bunch of online resources than do that. That's my preference, especially when I have CNC robotics that I can leverage off of. So think about that. The other thing I want to say, I want to have everyone do one thing for me. Say a prayer for me, because Joanna has to go into the hospital for surgery. She has the BRCA2 gene, which means she's very susceptible to cancer. So she has to have a double mastectomy done, and I would really appreciate if all of you could just say a prayer. That would mean a lot. You're still here? I got work to do. I gotta bring this back to Porsche and get my other one. It's getting an oil change.